actually saw there was we did a video.
Yes.
I saw that.
Yes. Were you able to access it on the YouTube page? Because
Yeah.
I went to log into the Mission to Midnight YouTube page to upload some stuff. And
I've been seeing that too.
because it said that they should maybe some of them
No, I saw it.
like changes to the terms of use and everything.
Escape room.
He's my case.
There's an escape room.
This is such a 1980s like feel.
Really?
I like it.
They've changed it so much since like over the past 4 years that I was here.
Really?
Yeah, like up there, those plaques weren't there. They were on the inside, like in the hallways.
Oh.
Beautiful, Jonathan. Beautiful.
They like changed the branding of everything.
Do me a favor, while we're playing this trailer piece, can you just take a photo, if that's okay with you, Ava? My husband and Ava's father and uncle and aunt, they all went to college together, so this is, we'll have to put it in her baby book.
Sure.
All you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Check, check. Check, check. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Ava? Lift up the brand of gold.
This one?
Yes.
Okay, so
There's one problem, there's one accidental that is, I forgot to put the actual sign, you figured it out, right?
where is it?
In the right image, I think I see you made a mark in it.
Oh, I know that I kept playing it with a G natural, and I was like, no, it's a G sharp, but it's a G natural. Right? I'm like, oh wow, that's weird. So does it go slower?
So we're gonna take it slower because it's prelude. We're gonna play it again. But then it's gonna look like a march. So right now it's kind of
Okay.
but it's definitely it does look like natural.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I miscounted.
Right, there's some of it that makes up.
Does it go a little faster?
When they see it, we did the same thing. Ready with Pop Circumstance?
Yeah.
A thumbs up from McCarthy. If I can see her. I see her right there. My distance eyes aren't that great. Is she going to give me a signal?
Is he singing the song? Oh, that's nice. Sure. So I'd be playing. And how many times are we just doing it like just one time through just the format?
Please stand as the class of 2022 commencement begins. So the class of 2022 and the class of 1972. Please remain standing for the benediction by Father Greg.
Let us pray. Perhaps we can pause for a moment of silence to remember our brothers and sisters in East Buffalo and those in Texas on this sacred night. Let us pray in blessing. O God, source of life and wisdom, we acknowledge your holy presence in our lives here in this place and now at this hour. Bless these Timon St. Jude men. They are yours, Lord, and ours too. We declare them to be this night young men of proven talent, youthful wisdom, growing athletic prowess, maturing moral character, and part of a fraternity of brothers abiding in friendship and devotion. Be with them in their time ahead. Give them tiger vision to see opportunities to make our world better. Tiger resilience for the challenges ahead. Tiger speed and stamina to reach beyond easy expectations to greater achievements. Tiger cohesiveness and persistence in working to maintain friendships formed here now for a lifetime. Tiger fidelity to be always righteous and fortes in fide. Bless the diplomas on the stage that are given at this hour on this date. May these diplomas be sacred tokens and reminders of 4 years of youthful striving to learn and grow. Bless the parents and grandparents, families, and all the benefactors who made this education possible. Bless Dr. Newton, his faculty, his coaches, his staff, who made it a reality. Bless the alumni family of our school, especially those in the 50th anniversary class, Bishop Timon, 1972. We have to be honest, Lord. We hear stories and rumors of the unique challenges and antics they posed to the holy Franciscan friars in those days and the dedicated lay staff. But Lord, a miracle. Thank you for making these men so good, so loyal, such upstanding and contributing citizens of our world and this community. We commend and congratulate you, gentlemen. May the graduates tonight, as they join the alumni ranks, also always cherish this institution and the grace this school has been in their lives. The class of 2022. Congratulations. Amen.
Thank you, Father. And now we have Senior Michael Steffens. He'll come up and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Michael.
Let
And now we have the head of school, Mr. Tim Kenny. Oh, sorry, you can sit down now. Thank you. I'm glad the air conditioning is working.
I got a lot of pressure on me right now. Not only is this my first graduation here at Bishop Timon, but Billy has put a lot of pressure on me because he says his next speech is going to be a real humdinger, and then here I am. I've got to kind of set the stage for you. So I'm going to try my best, Billy. Here we go. Good evening, and welcome to the 72nd graduation for Bishop Timon St. Jude High School. Gentlemen of the class of 2022, you entered Bishop Timon as boys, wide-eyed, scared, and today you graduate as young men ready to take on your next stages in this thing we call life. In my short time here as head of school, I've had the privilege to get to know many of you. And because of you, coming to school every day is actually a blessing. Love seeing you, making sure you had a good day, making sure you got your work done. Right? Not wandering the hallways a little bit here or there. But it has been a privilege. And I'm glad I've been able to get to know you guys. I want you to look to your left. Now look to your right. Oh, good. See, they pay attention, parents. You see that? We did good on that part. These are your brothers. Not many schools can offer this gift of a brotherhood that will last the rest of your lifetime. As a group, you've been through so much. COVID, civil discourse, fast-changing dynamics of life. It's moving real fast. Gets a little scary. But you're not alone in this journey. You have a brotherhood to lean on. Now look over to the 31 members of the class of 72. Let's give them a welcome. They're celebrating their 50th. And 50 years from now, at the end of this night, you become an alum. And 50 years from now, you're going to be sitting over here as a brotherhood that you have right now. They're your brothers. The 72 class is your brothers now as well because you're alums. Remember that. They're there for your help too. They're more than willing to help you in things of life, whether it's looking at jobs in college, you name it, you have a brotherhood to lean on. It's a unique situation here that graduating from Bishop Timon has afforded you. Embrace it. Utilize it. Wherever your next steps in life take you, we want you to remember that Timon will always be here. This will be one of your home bases throughout life. A place that you know you could come back anytime and feel welcomed. Ask those guys. They know it. That's why they're all back here. This is your home base, one of your home bases going forward. The world is one crazy place these days, and we implore you, take the Franciscan values you've learned here at Bishop Timon and try to make a difference in this world. The only way to make meaningful change in this world is to have people like you guys go out there and do it. Think big. Act with courage and follow your dreams. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. Remember your time here at Timon, the good and the challenging. Lean on your experiences and be that change maker the world currently needs. I ask, if not you, then who? You guys are the future. You have an opportunity going forward here. All right? You might not know it yet, but you do. It will not always be smooth sailing. There will be many obstacles that you will face as life moves on. There's no script in this thing called life. You'll zig when maybe you should have zagged. That's okay. Learn from it and move forward. Do not be afraid to try. Do not be afraid to take risks. That's what life's about. Don't get discouraged, don't be overwhelmed or scared. If you do, lean back on your base, wherever that may be, but no, Timon is one of them. Lean on what you learned here during your time at Timon, and while it might not seem possible at that exact moment, know you got this. You need help? Ask. Someone else needs help? Give them assistance. That's why you make a better world. You're the future. Make a difference. Dream big and make it a reality, guys. You have your whole future now in front of you. We're so proud of you, and congratulations to the class of 2022. We can't wait to see you, what your future holds. And finally, much love, men. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Kenny. And now we have the salutatorian, William Mikowski. He's in band, chorus, student ambassador. He's the son of Kathleen and Paul Mikowski. William will be attending SUNY Fredonia. William Mikowski.
Not sure how to follow that. Promise the whole thing won't be about me, but I got some thank yous that I want to get out of the way first. Firstly, to my parents, my father who pushed me to do my best, and my mother who pushed me to pace myself, my sister who demonstrated how to balance the two, and my grandmother who taught me how to have fun while doing it. I'd like to extend that thank you to the rest of the Mikowski, Gugino, and Doherty families, as well as the Soto household who have taken me in as their own kids, seemingly for no other reason than that they wanted to. I think graduation is an appropriate time to finally admit that the only reason I wanted to come to Timon was because of my cousin Brian, despite me denying it for the past 6 years. So thanks, Bri. I'd also like to thank the entirety of the staff and faculty, especially a nameless 4 or 5 of you that I've constantly called on for guidance throughout the years and have left more than significant impacts on my development here. You know who you are. Also, Mr. McNulty, who wanted to be mentioned by name, and Mr. Grant. Lastly, I'd like to thank my fellow graduates, especially Josh Minkowski, Stephen Palmisano, and Michael Steffens, who seemingly effortlessly provided me with more than ample competition to inspire myself to push myself. I admire and respect your academic achievements and prowess. Josh Minkowski is this year's valedictorian, and like the overachiever he is, he has a lengthy 3-page speech prepared for you. I'm allowed to be bitter because I got second place. When I first started at Timon, to be quite frank, I hated it here. I was the kid who would get here an hour early and then sit on the floor of the bathroom watching TV shows on my laptop because I wanted to spend as little time in homeroom as possible. It wasn't personal. I just suddenly decided that I had made a mistake and I wasn't supposed to be here. That was until a couple key events. I believe it was Kevin Thompson who walked in against my will and wouldn't leave me alone. I texted him at 2 a.m. when we talked about how nervous we were for today and how sad it made us to leave here. That's how close we've become. After that, Tracy Soto left me speechless with a surprise proclamation that I will not repeat at our lockers. Our lockers weren't even close to each other. I guess he just found me there. Thank you for being my first true friends here. I don't think I'll ever forget you, nor any of my fellow graduates. Over the last 4 years, we as a class have grown closer to each other through countless celebrations, tragedies, and class-wide inside jokes. Despite multiple large-scale shakeups, some of which I am sure you're thinking of without me even having to mention them, we have seen each other, truly seen each other. I've always had a hard time feeling like I belong somewhere, but I've sincerely never felt more welcome somewhere than I have here, especially on our still recent senior trip. Particularly over the last year, I have struggled and been very pleasantly surprised to find my friends, who I can now call my brothers, there for me, mostly in spirit, but sometimes explicitly in words. You all have permanently changed me for the better and allowed me to be more of who I want to be, and I hope I can leave a shadow of impact on your lives comparable to the impact that you have made on mine. I expect to see each and every one of you, rain or shine, out on the front lawn. That was written a little bit ago when the weather was a little more unclear. Rain or shine, out on the front lawn. No, I'm all lost. After this ceremony for at least one more time. Thank you to everyone in this room for keeping this school, which I do love dearly, on the map and in our lives. I appreciate all of you more than I can ever write on a piece of paper. Thank you.
Thank you, William. And now we have the class of 1972. Steve Shishan and B.J. Ryan will award diplomas to the class of 1972.
Vincent Borelli. Michael Bolus. Alan Burns. James Casey. Paul Crowley. Joseph Debkowski. Gary Domzalski. Michael Zielski. David Frigelli. Dennis Gleason. Michael Grant. James Herbst. Peter Coal. Richard Kraft. Paul Krasansky. Daniel Leary. Patrick Leary. Earl Martin. Richard Matuzak. Alan Monaco. Robert Polano. Patrick Quinlivan. Vincent Riley. Daniel Robinson. Robert Robinson. Louis Russo. Richard Scanlon. Mark Smith. Michael Tatu. Anthony Volo. And Thomas Wojcik.
Thank you, Mr. Sishan. We also have someone from the class of 1952, Dan Sansoni. He's way in the back there. Dan, do you want to stand up? And now we have Coach Weiser presenting Athlete of the Year.
Good evening. Before we actually get to the Athlete of the Year, our seniors came and asked us to do something a little bit ago, and we weren't able to do it on time, but fellas, I got your tees. All right, so we're going to call up our senior athletes. Margie, do you have the list? We're going to call our senior athletes up, present them with their tees for their Letterman jackets. It's something that these guys have been asking for, and we're very excited that we were actually able to get this done. So, fellas, as we call you up, we'll just do everybody at one time. Okay? Roll up. Miss Carol will be able to hand you your tees. They have the pins on there for all the sports you played. So I'm happy that we got these for you guys. You guys deserve it. All right, so here we go. Josh Benkowski is a two-sport varsity athlete. Ryan Cartenuto, one-sport athlete. Kevin Daly, two sports. Christian Duty, three-sport varsity athlete. John Frakos, two sports. Sean Glinsky, two-sport varsity athlete. Richard Hibbs, two-sport varsity athlete. Alex Hill, two-sport varsity athlete. Makari Moose Inabanet is a multi-sport athlete. Tyler Jameson, a two-sport athlete. Ramal Johnson, two-sport varsity athlete. Eamon Jordan, two-sport athlete. Brandon Kutzbach, one-sport athlete. Joey McNamara, a varsity athlete. Christopher Meadows, two sports. Aiden Miles, three-sport varsity athlete. Jacob Nguyen, a three-sport varsity athlete. Alex Pollock, three-sport varsity athlete. Jeffrey Pilarski, a one-sport varsity athlete. James Scungio, three-sport varsity athlete. Adam Staniszewski, three-sport varsity athlete. Bart Thomas, a varsity athlete. Pat Thomas, a three-sport varsity athlete. Kevin Thompson, one-sport varsity athlete. Dominic Velasquez, three-sport varsity athlete. Alex Ventura, three-sport varsity athlete. Ethan Wheeler, two-sport varsity athlete. And Jack Wojtanek, a four-sport varsity athlete. Congratulations to all of our senior varsity athletes. All right, now for the big one. Athlete of the Year. While you guys are all incredible athletes, this was a tough decision. There are a lot of guys that are very deserving, but we were able to finally come down and pick one. When I was in college, I had a coach who told us when we got there, he said, remember, you guys are student athletes. Student comes first, athlete comes second. Now, if anybody noticed what I did there, he held that one up when he said athlete. And I sat there and I was like, oh, this is awesome. No school, just sports. Thankfully, I very quickly learned that it's not all just about sports. And this young man has exemplified that it's not just all about sports, which was something that makes him special. He was a league champion. He was first team center court. He was first team All Monsignor Martin. He was first team All Western New York. He broke the 1,000 point mark for his career. And then he was named first team All-State this year. Now most of you, first team All-State, congratulations. Now most of you who are in the room who have been around this young man know who I'm talking about just from reading those things. But some of the other things you might learn tonight is that he's in the top 10 of his graduating class. He's a young man that's taken it upon himself to welcome everyone that walks through these doors. You can see him dapping up, hugging, high-fiving, secret handshakes, all of the above with every single person, even if he doesn't know you, which is what makes him so special. We've been through the highs and the lows, tears, laughter, celebrations, one of the best things ever is that I wore my special socks. I got my caution socks on because you got to be cautious, because when this man's on the court, he might take your ankles or he might dunk on you. You never did it to me, though. Without further ado, congratulations, Kevin Thompson, Athlete of the Year.
Way to go, Kevin. Congratulations, Kevin. 75 years ago, Bishop Timon St. Jude High School was founded by the Franciscan Friars of Holy Name Province. Our values, heritage, and tradition remain a core component of a Timon education, as stated in our mission statement. Tonight, we honor a faculty and staff member who exemplify these Franciscan values. The teacher being recognized is Mr. Brian McNulty. Come on up, Mr. McNulty. And I'm not sure if... Congratulations. And I'm not sure if this person is here. Mr. Henry DeMike. Is he here? No. All right. You want to say anything? Congratulations, Mr. McNulty. And now for the Timon Man of the Year. I'm going to spell his name in Morse code. I'm an amateur radio operator, so I'm going to spell his name in Morse code. So if you know Morse code, you're going to know who this winner is. So you ready? Da did it, da did, da did it, did da did it, da did. That's the winner right there. So this senior is a student ambassador, a member of the National Honor Society, Connect Life, and on the yearbook staff. He plays hockey, golf, and is on the lacrosse team. He will be attending Canisius College, majoring in business. He's the son of Mr. Thomas and Mrs. Colleen Balin. Timon Man of the Year, Ben Balin. Ben. Stop. Conferring of diplomas. Okay. The students who are present this evening have successfully completed the course of study required for graduation. By the power vested in me by the New York State Board of Regents and the trustees of Bishop Timon St. Jude High School, I am pleased to present diplomas to the students who will be called forward by Antina McCarthy, School Guidance Counselor.
Benjamin Balin. Ben is being awarded the Excellence in Audio Video. Joshua Benkowski. Joshua is being awarded the Excellence in Social Studies and Latin, the Perfect Attendance Award, the New York State Scholarship for Academic Excellence, and the Business First Community All-Star Award. Ryan Cartenuto. Ryan is being awarded the Excellence in Graphic Design. Kevin Daly. Kevin's grandfather, Patrick Roach, graduated in 1952. His grandfather, Patrick Daly, graduated in 1960. His father, Brian, in 1985, and his brother, William, in 2020. Christian Duty. His brother, James, graduated in 2006. John Frakos. Sean Glinsky. His brother Jeremy graduated in 2019. Richard Hibbs. Alexander Hill. Dylan Hummel. Makari Inabanet. Tyler Jameson. Ramal Johnson. Eamon Jordan. His brother Sean graduated in 2018. Brandon Kutzbach. William Makowski. William is being awarded the Excellence in Religion, English, Mathematics, and Music. He is a New York State Scholarship for Academic Excellence winner and the Robert J. Rozeski Memorial Scholarship winner. Sean Maloney. His grandfather, James Maloney, graduated in 1971. Joseph McNamara. Joseph is being awarded the Excellence in Spanish Award. Christopher Meadows. Aiden Miles. Aiden is being awarded the Peter Karamanis Scholarship and the Perfect Attendance Award. Angelo Montes. Jacob Nguyen. Jacob's brother Jonathan graduated in 2014. Jacob is being awarded the Excellence in Publications, the Peter Karamanis Scholarship, the New York State Attorney General's 3C Award. Stephen Palmisano. Alexander Pollock. Alex's father, Gary, graduated in 1987. Jeffrey Pilarski. James Scungio. Tracy Soto. Tracy is being awarded the St. Clair Award for Music. Adam Staniszewski. Michael Steffens. Michael is being awarded the Excellence in Sciences Award, the Community Service Excellence Award, the New York State Scholarship for Academic Excellence, and the Attorney General's 3C Award. Owen Tesseros. Patrick Thomas. Bart Thomas. Kevin Thompson. Kevin is being awarded the Excellence in Art Award and the New York State Comptroller's Achievement Award. Angel Vasquez. Dominic Velasquez. Dominic's brother Cameron graduated in 2019. Alexander Ventura. Ethan Wheeler. Jack Wachtanen. Jack's grandfather, Thomas McGrath, and his father, James, are both Bishop Timon alums. Please stand and face the audience.
Thank you. Stop. So at this time, we have our valedictorian, Joshua Benkowski. He's in the National Honor Society, Radio Club, Diversity Club, Connect Life, baseball team, captain of the soccer team, student ambassador, Eucharistic minister. Joshua is the son of Audra Benkowski. Joshua will attend Buffalo State College, majoring in business and marketing. Joshua Benkowski.
Good evening, everyone. I'd first like to start off by thanking everyone who's been by my side through my 4 years at 601 McKinley Parkway. Everybody who made it possible for me not only to receive this honor, but everyone who has helped shape me into the man I am today. First and foremost, thanking my mother. She's fought tirelessly through my 4 years of high school, and even before then in grammar school, to provide a good education and a safe place to learn. With being a single parent, she has done an exceptional job in raising me and my 2 sisters, who I would like to thank next. Madeline and Morgan, thank you both for constantly being by my side through thick and thin. Morgan taught me to always look on the bright side of a bad situation. She's crying over there, I could see her. And Madeline, well, she did a pretty good job in humbling me when I needed it. Thank you to all my classmates, especially my close friends who made it an absolute honor to have called my brothers. You guys are a huge reason as to why I showed up every day with a smile on my face, at least most of the time. Thank you to the family Paul Fitzpatrick, who honored me with the first ever Paul Fitzpatrick Award and helped me and my family financially to finish off my years of high school. Also, thank you to my coaches for soccer and baseball who have continuously believed in me and helped me to get better and excel in athletics. Finally, thank you to the staff and faculty at Timon, especially Dr. Newton, Mr. Graham, and Mrs. Ellis, who have all given me constant opportunities to be involved in the school and community and continuously depended on me when they needed it most. When I was first announced to be the valedictorian of the graduating class of 2022, I was overwhelmed with joy. I would be the one who was able to send off our graduating class and give the speech I am presenting right now. As time went on and the days passed, I came across one minor inconvenience. I had absolutely no clue what I would talk about. After brainstorming frequently, I believe it was important to detail the 4 lessons I think all of us learned at Timon. The first lesson would be survival. We did it, guys. We survived high school. We survived freshman Fridays, Dr. Newton's assemblies that would lead to mosh pits, and crazy student sections that featured cowbells and air horns. We survived Mr. Overdorf telling us to shave every week, and we survived wiser workouts. We survived, and we did it in style. The next lesson was prevalence and perseverance. We prevailed and persevered even though our class has been through it all. We persevered through a rough portion of a global pandemic and the year 2020 in general. We prevailed when even our fondest peers, including Paul Humphrey, Cameron Velasquez, Coach Panic, and Paul Fitzpatrick Jr. were taken from us much too soon. We persevered and prevailed, and we did it together. The third lesson was learning. Now, I'm not talking about learning the periodic table for chemistry or all the presidents in order for U.S. history. What I'm talking about is the things we learned beyond the curriculum. We learned vulnerability through our hard times and the difficult obstacles we were put through. We learned what brotherhood really meant and how important it is to have others to lean on. We also learned how to love. We learned whether it was someone you met recently or someone you've known in your 4 years here, to love and care for them when they are important to you. I think the world needs a little bit more of that right now. Even if we learned all these things before, I can assure you that Bishop Timon deepened our understanding of those subjects. Finally, the last lesson still has yet to come into play, and that will be remembrance. To all the graduates, look around for a second. Remember the times that you had with one another. Remember the memories that you created, and do not forget them when you cross paths in the future. When you look at Kevin Thompson, remember how he ended St. Joseph's. When you look at Kevin Thompson, remember how he ended St. Joseph's season with that dunk, sending us to the championship. When you look at Sean Galinsky, remember the excitement he had in calling games for Bishop Timon basketball. When you look at Ada Miles, remember the spirit he had in performing with the Timon cheerleaders. When you look at Ryan Cardenuto and Sean Maloney, remember how they never failed to supply us with a good laugh. These are some of my favorite things to look back on and remember, but remembrance is the final lesson I think all of us still have yet to go through. Remember each other, and do not forget how special your time was at Timon with one another. These lessons go beyond the textbooks and beyond what can be taught in a classroom. All these things we learned are important, but what is really predominant are the lessons of survival, prevalence and perseverance, learning, and remembrance. Before I go, I would like to thank all of you for being here on the night where us young men take the next step in our journey to building a better future. I hope to see all of the graduates here doing well down the road when we cross paths again. Thank you all, and I want you to remember that I love you, you are worth it, and every one of you guys continue to lift up the green and the gold. Thank you.
So it is an honor for me to serve as principal of Bishop Timon St. Jude and to speak to the class of 2022. A special thank you to our digital media crew for streaming the graduation. Nikki Thread Stein, Andrew Fino, Tommy Shea, and Brendan Riley. Also, thank you to the teachers and staff members here this evening. Thank you to Mrs. Carroll for helping, as well as Mrs. Ellis, Mr. Graham, Mr. Berdovich, Mr. Kenny, and Jeremy, our custodian, and Rick Rosa. Thank you to B.J. Ryan and the Board of Trustees for supporting me in the role as principal. Being raised in the Seneca Babcock area of Buffalo, that's right. I learned to appreciate everything I had. It is similar here at Bishop Timon. I can tell when someone does something positive for one of our students. I know that students appreciate the kindness shown. Gentlemen, you are my first class that I've had all 4 years, and I could not think of a better class than you. We struggled with COVID for 2 years, and I appreciate how you followed the rules most of the time that we had during that time. It was great this year to have athletics back in action with fans. Our student section is absolutely the best. At the home football games, we had one student who introduced us to this. Jack Wojtanek. As you know, our basketball team did so well, beating St. Joe's and St. Francis 3 times. We lost to Canisius in the championship, but our student section was amazing and much larger than Canisius, even though the game was played on their home court. I love how the Mercy girls come in to support our teams. I appreciate that. Seniors, as you know, I do my best to treat everyone with respect every single day, and I appreciate that all of you have always treated me with respect. Special recognition to Alex Hill for his willingness to serve our country in the U.S. Army. Alex, please stand. If there are any veterans in the auditorium right now, I'd ask for you to stand. Any veterans? Alex, you can also stand. Thank you. We can have events like this one because of all of you. This Memorial Day weekend, let us remember the military personnel who gave up the ultimate sacrifice. One of my favorite quotes is, people do not care how much you know until they know how much you care about them. We care about each other and every one of you. I wish you the very best as you move on to college, the military, or the workforce. To quote Josh Benkowski, our class prevailed and persevered, even though this class has been through it all. One piece of advice, find your passion in life. I found my passion in education. It would not change a thing in my career. Find and pursue your passion. Only you So we're going to ask the audience to remain seated while we leave.